Hey everyone, welcome back to another IntoBridge set. Today we are getting started with a nice opening hand after partners open the bidding. So we'll go ahead and show our suits. Interesting. So they have diamonds and spades, and let's see what my bids mean. So is double takeout or penalty? Double is takeout. That's probably good. I'd like to know if partner has some heart support before I make another decision. If they don't have heart support, oh wow, they have. Interesting. So they have a slam try, but they couldn't bid over 2-0. That's confusing and strange, but so I guess they must have short diamonds, right? That would make sense because they also preferred diamonds. So they must have short diamonds, and if they're really making a slam try rather than just bidding 3 or 4 hearts, they've got to have at least two of the aces. That honestly, facing two aces and a little more and short diamonds, my hand is really good for slam. So I'm going to go ahead and actually bid key card. I wasn't planning to, when I earlier in the auction, but over 4 diamonds is such a sort of strong bid or strong and surprising bid that I would be shocked if partner doesn't have. And yeah, partner does have 2 aces, so we have enough key cards for slam. And it looks like partner has short diamonds, so I'm happy to play slam. Let's go for it. And all right, so partner doesn't have exactly what I was hoping for, right? They had they had a good balanced minimum, but not not an amazing one. Let's see, what else can we sort of learn about this hand? So the fact that East preferred diamonds probably means that they're 3-3, or 2-2, I suppose, but probably 3-3, which means that West is exactly 5-5. And the fact that West didn't lead a singleton club is interesting. Basically, what this hand is going to come down to is we're going to have to guess who has the queen of clubs, right? And while I don't agree with partner's choice to bid 4 diamonds, in fact, today with me having a singleton spade, they do have kind of a good fitting hand. So now our job is to sort of justify partner's overbidding. So we're gonna want to take a diamond rough and dummy, and we're then draw some trumps and try to figure out, hopefully West will have 2 hearts, in which case we'll be sort of a lock in the club suit. But it's probably unlikely that that's the case because West might have led their singleton. So, all right. So we'll start with this and take our rough. Oh, that's interesting. So East has only a doubleton diamond, and they bid diamonds over 2-0. So they preferred diamonds to spades, which means they also only have 2 spades. That's very interesting. So that means that West must be 6-6. And if that's the case, then we're a lock, right? Because, well, we're not actually a lock, I suppose. There's one, if trumps split 5-0, we would have still had to maybe do a little finagling, but we would be okay. All right, so there we go. Okay, so we know that West has 6 diamonds, and we know that they have 1 heart, so they should have no clubs, right? Because East preferred diamonds to spades. So we can play a club to the ace and run the 10 of clubs, and we're a lock. Even if for some reason West did have a club, we would know that they had only 1 club, so we would still be a lock. So, all right, cool. So we didn't even from just the play in the diamond suit, we kind of knew that we were in good shape. Now it's worth noting that if trumps were 5-0, we still would have been a lock based on the read that based on the information we had, because we could have just played off all of the clubs before drawing all the trumps. That would have been fine. So it's kind of fun when at trick 3 you can say, oh, my opponent must be 6-6, but here we are. And a creative West Leah might have underled the ace of spades trying to get a club ruff. That's certainly, I think, a very good, a very reasonable strategy, perhaps, especially when we have sort of a pretty reasonable constructive auction to slam. It would have been reasonable for them to try, and had they done it, of course, today it would have worked. So it's a bulletin play, but sometimes it's the right play. Anyway, moving on, we have a good 19 with good suits and aces, and some part of me wants to open this 2-0, just because I get my hand off my chest in one bid. But that when I have majors and I don't really have a positional hand, right? I have nothing in clubs, whatever else. Like it's a very good 19 in that it evaluates to 20, but it's not a good enough 19 that I'm going to, I can't do more than just open a spade and jump shift. So let's see. This 3-spade bid is a preemptive Bergen raise. So that is enough to sort of pour water on any of our slam ambitions here, and we'll just bid game. All right. Partners only card higher than a jack is their stiff king of clubs. Very, very nice. So let's see. We can go ahead and win this, and we'd like to get started drawing trumps. We could play a heart to the jack and play some trumps, but I'd rather actually play a club now, because if hearts are 4-1, I'm going to wind up sort of severing the hands, getting rid of communication for them by playing a club right now. So, and especially when they play a diamond now, now they don't really have transportation. So even if I lose a trump finesse, it's still okay. They won't be able to get a ruff. So now the question is, do I play the jack of spades or do I play a low spade? So it looked like West maybe had 5 diamonds, East echoed, I think. And even if they didn't, there's a lot of, I guess maybe everybody has 5 clubs or something, but all right. So I'm going to try the jack of spades and see how that goes. All right. And we'll cross to dummy and see if I can't guess again. Oh, okay. So I guess today it didn't. Oh, all right. Well, I guess East was feeling very generous, solving my problem for me. Of course, East Leah should not have covered that, but that is the one advantage of playing against robots, is sometimes they make those mistakes, and humans do too, actually. But well, I think I was going to get it right, but it's not clear. It's, I think, a little bit anti-percentage, maybe, what I was trying to do. But anyway, moving on, we have a balanced 16 count. Yes, it's balanced. It's balanced. Close your eyes, squint, whatever you need. The King of Hearts is a singleton, but it's balanced. I don't want to open a club and read it a spade and have to guess what to do. So I'm just going to do this, and it'll be fine. Okay, so a little annoying. They let diamonds, which is good for them. So I'd like to be able to pitch my diamonds, and I'd like to be able to ruff a lot of things. If I could draw trumps and run hearts and whatever else, that might be nice, but it's not really practical, because I have a lot of roughing to do. So let's get started by, I could overtake this and play 2 rounds of hearts pitching diamonds right away, but I don't think my plan is to is to take all of these. I guess my plan is to take some roughs anyway, so I'm just going to start taking roughs rather than overtake and try to preserve transportation. So, okay, so we'll take our rough, and let's see what's going on in the hearts. Aha! So hearts are 5-2. That's a little disappointing because we would have liked to be able to ruff more things, but maybe East will. Okay, fine. So they'll take their. Do they really have 4 trumps? Wow, that's obnoxious. If they had anything other than 4 trumps, we were in good shape. But now we're hurting, right? Because our clubs aren't good, and we have too many losers. That's very obnoxious. So we might have been able to do better, but I think this line was very reasonable. It's pretty unlucky that hearts were 5-2 and spades were 4-1. So yeah, I would do it again. And a diamond and no trump. I have a pretty great Fantan hand, I have to say. No card lower than a 6. So pretty nice. Let's see. Now I get to make use of these spots. So 2 of hearts means that hearts should be 4-4. Excuse me. And let's see. Is it? Oh, everybody's a passed hand. Okay, so that's going to be useful for some guesswork later on, perhaps. So heart to the ace and a heart back means that heart honors are probably split. And let's see, how do we want to get started? So we'd like to lead. We'd like to lead out of our hand a lot of things out of our hand, right? Out of north towards dummy, but diamonds are at least a little bit more flexible. We can maybe lead them from either hand. It's less important that we lead up to honors there. One strategy, we could lead a club to the 10 or something, but that requires a lot of things to go right. So let's start with a spade to the 10 and see what happens. Oh, okay. So that means that East has the king jack of spades and a heart honor. So maybe if they have a diamond honor, then they don't have the ace of clubs. And if they have the ace of clubs, then they don't have the king of diamonds. That's pretty good for us. So let's go ahead and start by leading a low diamond off dummy and see where that gets us. All right, so it looks like maybe. Okay, so East has the king of diamonds, and exactly as we suspected, they do not have the ace of clubs. But we are about to be faced with a lovely. Oy. So maybe we should have led the jack of diamonds off the dummy or something to try to preserve that entry. But so now we have a choice, right? We can either duck the club, cash some diamonds, and dump them in with a heart. It's strange that they didn't cash hearts before doing this. Or we could win the king of clubs, take our spade finesse, and let's see. I think it has to be right to duck this club, and worst case, we'll give up an extra diamond trick and 2 more hearts, but then they're going to have to either play spades or clubs for us, and that's good. So we're going to go ahead and duck this club, and then we're going to cash our diamonds, and yeah, okay. So we gave up an extra diamond trick, but maybe we didn't. But if we didn't cash our diamonds, we were going to get end played anyway, so we kind of had to do that. And now, at this point, they have to give us something. All right. So I guess we could have done better. We could have played the king of clubs, and because spades split, we could have taken 4 spades, a heart, a club, and 2 diamonds. Oh well, that's a bit unfortunate. Maybe we should anticipate that when they defend this way, but all right. So another good 17, and now we have no diamond stoppers to speak of. So let's see, what are we gonna? Oh, I was starting to have to figure out what we pitch on that 4th diamond. but we don't have to pitch anything. So it's not clear whether that means that diamonds are 5-2 or whether they are just kind of waiting and not wanting to set up to squeezes of some sort. So let's see, I have 4 clubs and 2 tricks in each major. That's 8. So if diamonds are 5-2, then I could futz around in a major, but if I lose the lead to East, then that's going to be bad because presumably they have 5 diamonds. If diamonds are 4-3, then I have an opportunity to maybe find one more trick, and the question is just how to do that. So East is the danger hand, though. East is the one that I really don't want to be on lead in case they do have 5 diamonds. So I'm going to actually cross dummy and lead a spade to the 9. And looks like diamonds were splitting, so let's see. I don't want to commit to anything just yet. Well, I guess that I have the same tricks that I always have. So I might have been able to engineer something creative if I had just exited a diamond, but it didn't look like that was going to be the case today. And if diamonds were 5-2, then I would have given up 5 tricks for no, or I would have given up those tricks for no reason when playing a spade gave me an extra chance. So I think I made the right play here, and today it kind of didn't matter because even if I did exit the diamond, West could afford to pitch 1 spade, right? They had a safe pitch, and I wasn't gonna be able to avoid losing 4 diamond tricks and 1 trick in a major somewhere. So anyway, thanks for joining as always, and I will see you in the next one.